The Scatus Lab is a 19-inch rack mount frame, highly scalable, can go through anywhere from 8 to over thousands of channels. A single chassis can hold up to 480 input channels. These are called Scatus Lab /20, meaning there are 20 open slots into which I could put single modules, like we're showing the picture here, single width modules, and have 20 different cards in a chassis. Or sometimes if you don't need a high channel count, we can put in a double wide module and maybe give BNC bulkhead connectors just for convenience instead of having to use a small adapter cable. The Scatus Lab itself, though, I mentioned some of the capabilities, really everything you would expect: 24-bit ADCs, 150 dB spurious-free dynamic range, 200 kilohertz sample rate per channel. That's one important thing. Anytime we're talking about sample rates in our hardware, we will always specify the max sample rate or max bandwidth on a per channel basis. Changing the number of channels being measured does not scale that up or down. It's really to the hardware level itself as to what that input module can measure. And you'll see some details later on where some are 204.8 kilohertz, some are 51.2, etc. But that's one thing to keep in the back of your mind. The other interesting thing about Scatus Lab, the total throughput rate. So if we're talking just hardcore time data acquisition, how many samples can I get from one front end to one computer? That's 19 million samples of throughput rate that this chassis supports. If I make the math easy and round off a little bit, I could do 190 channels sampled at 100 kilohertz. That would be my 19 megasamples, where if I tried to go higher than that, I would potentially run out of bandwidth between the front end and computer connection. Later on, I'll come back and talk about a way to actually get higher than that to a single computer, but keep in mind for a single chassis for a Scatus Lab, it's 19 megasamples.